Hello, everybody, and welcome to one of the tutorials that I have for you today. So this first tutorial is how to schedule a class. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go to MatthewAmes.net. Now, on the website, you'll see programs, classes and appointments, workshops, home. We're going to click over here on classes and appointments. Now, we're going to keep this super simple. First thing that we're going to do is we're going to choose. And you have the option of your cardio dance classes, mobility, flexibility, one-on-one trainings, or strength training. So let's say for today that we're going to sign up for a balanced by design class. So that's going to be located under our mobility and flexibility. As you can see, it has the description of the class. It has the little logo. That way you know exactly what you're signing up for. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on that. So in general, it's going to ask me how many people were attending the class. And let's say you're locked in a house with some family members or friends that you didn't know you were going to get so close to. You can choose how many are attending. It's on the honor system. And honestly, as long as you're not causing me multiple headaches as far as trying to log in with multiple people, you can absolutely share the one iPad, the one screen, and only put it down as one person. The next thing that it has here is add to your appointment. Now, these are optional donations. During this time, what I did was I wanted to be able to offer this to everybody, especially the people that need it right now, but may not have the resources because they're either stuck at home, not able to work, they're on a fixed income. So the classes are based on a sliding scale. Now, the easiest way for me to do that was simply to set a very, very low base price of $2 for the class. That $2 will guarantee each month I pay the subscription fees to Zoom, to the scheduling software, to be able to pay for the equipment to make sure all the music and everything works, the ASCAP licensing. You get the idea. So the next part is whether you want to pay for the class, the $2, the $5, or the $8. So what these optional donations will do is take the original $2 and they will take it up to either $5 or $8 by adding that into the next piece. Now, as you can see, there is only one Monday left here in the month. And so what's going to happen is you'll be able to choose your month and you can see it will continue on Mondays. So let's go back. Let's sign up for April 27th. It will give me the option to sign up for just one class or repeating. So let's say we're going to go in to the recurring just so you can see how it looks. It repeats every Monday. I can say, no, you know what? I can only join every other Monday or every third Monday. I can only join for this one Monday of the month, or I can join it daily. So what we're going to do is we can also add a time. That'll allow me to go down, choose another time. So in theory, the other option is just to continue. So let's do that. We're going to continue. The next thing it's going to ask is who you are. So I'm going to put in that my name is Matthew. My last name is Ames, just in case you forgot it. My telephone number. And last but not least, I'm going to put in my business email just so I can get the email confirmation. Once you set this all up, it will save that information and email you confirmation that your registration worked. Next, two things that you have to let me know. The first one is, have you been a student? Have you been taking any of my classes or worked with me one-on-one in the real world, or are you just finding me through the virtual world? So yes, I can definitely tell you I've been in those group classes. Next, the waiver and release of liability. In consideration of risk and of injury while participating in fitness and dance training, the activity. and the consideration that the right to participate in the activity, I hereby, for myself, my heirs, my executors, the administrators assign personal representatives, knowingly and voluntarily enter to this waiver and release of liability, and hereby waive all of my rights. You're not waiving your rights to anything except to sue me or hold me responsible if you trip over your cat while dancing. So you'll be able to read all of that going down through. Next, at the very end, it says, yes, I have agreed. Now, there are two options here. It'll say pay now. It'll be through PayPal. If you don't have a PayPal account, that's okay. I do. So the idea is if I click the pay now button, it's so I'm not going to log in because apparently this has me logging in as Fred Astaire, and I'm pretty sure they would not appreciate that. But after the login, it'll say something down here, pay with a debit or credit card. Most of you will be selecting that option. And we wait for the little spinny ball. Around and round it goes. Where it lands, nobody knows. All right, so it says PayPal guest. It'll allow you to fill in all of your credit card information and continue. You can save your payment. That is all up to you. But let's head back for a moment, because I've got an extra special treat for me today. So last Monday, whenever we started this and we were doing the test run, we had a mix-up. And there you see it, Monday mix-up. I'm going to clear out all auto forms. We're just going to click on Monday mix-up. There we go. Now, if you do have a promo code, usually you get a promo code either from one of the centers that I worked at, or if there was an issue with class or you paid too much, too little, there was something going on, then I put out a promo code for you, and that will take 100% off or discount to the right amount for you. So we're all set. If you've done everything right at this point, you should see a giant green check mark. So Balance by Design is scheduled. I have the URL that if I click, take you over here to give you all of that information about the meeting ID, the link to join, all that kind of stuff. So if I click here, if you're on a PC, it's going to give you the option to open with Zoom. I don't think that's going to work because I'm actually recording this in Zoom right now. The important thing to note here is that not only will it send you this link, which you're probably signing up for class in advance. So we're going to go over here to email. I'm going to hit refresh. Oh, look at that. There is my appointment. And that same information that I saw in the link is going to be right here. To click on it, I have the ability to change or cancel the appointment, and I have the ability to go down and I can add it to whatever virtual calendar I have on my phone. That's it. That you are now scheduled for the group classes. And whenever you go in, like I said over here in the previous screen, it'll have a meeting ID. So basically you can open the app on your iPad, your cell phone, or your computer. You'll be able to type in this telephone number under the meeting ID and it will take you directly to the class. Now, I say directly to the class, but what it will do is it will bring you into the waiting room. The waiting room allows me to make sure that nobody that shouldn't be in the class is in the class. This will also allow me to make sure I'm making adjustments and you don't hear the hot mic or anything going on before class whenever I'm talking to somebody in the house. So what will happen is after you're in the room, Zoom will start opening up. It'll ask you a few questions as you go in. It'll ask you if you want to join with computer audio. The answer is yes. The next thing it'll do is it'll ask you if it's okay to access your camera. The answer to this is also yes. For some of the people that have already been in the class, sometimes what they do is they come in, they show their face for the first moment, and then they aim it at the ceiling. That way they're not on video. But when you have the video, I'm now able to go through and see that you're in the class. You can give me the thumbs up, things are working. You can wave me down frantically if something's not working, because I'll be able to see you at the beginning of the class. You'll be able to see everybody else. And then afterwards, what's going to happen is we're all going to switch into the speaker view, and I'm going to mute everybody so I'm the only speaker. That way you can see me nice and big, and on my screen, I can see all of your smiling faces. Well, that's it that we have for today. Thank you very much. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, then I'm going to ask you to send me an email, just as you saw before, at matthew@matthewames.net.